Aloha, dear hearts. Well, I don't know if you can tell by the picture or not, but I mean, this is live. Okay, this is a video. It's not just a still picture, but this is my little altar that I have over at our other structure, which I tend to claim as my woman cave where I can come and just be away from everything. There's no electricity here. It's uh, kind of in a desert area where the sun shines a lot over here. And I can meditate, listen to things on my phone, and make videos. Let me see if I can just turn this a bit. Okay. So, what I was getting this morning is on the subject of honor. And I even looked up the word, to see what all it meant, because it's coming through for me to honor more. And I suppose I need to start within myself to honor more who I really am, where I came from, and what I'm here for, possibly. So I begin to do that. Okay, so I honor who I really am, and what I really am is a spirit. And before this body was born, before all of this manifestation and forms and sounds and movements, feelings, emotions, mm, thoughts, the mind, I, I am a spirit. Now, a spirit doesn't have all of those things. And it's apparent to me that a spirit is more of the heart, things that are unseen, like love, like I don't feel or sense that there's emotions like what we have here because a lot of it comes from the mind. A lot of it comes from conditioning, from fear and doubt and opinions, frustrations, all of those things I don't sense is is in the spirit that we really are. So to honor that, it is apparent that we come into this existence with certain roles to play. We're like characters in a play, and through those roles, um, there's ripples that affect the whole, which we're all like sparks or pieces from this whole one reality. I call it God. Creator, the one Spirit, that we're all little pieces and flakes from that, and we're playing these roles for a certain amount of time before the body dies, and when the body dies, then the mind stops. There's no more brain, there's no more movement or emotions like we've been experiencing, which it is an experience. It's like the one whole seemingly it desires to experience things that it's not. You know, it's a magic act. It's this performance of what it would be like if it did have all of these aspects in reality. So to begin in honoring that, truly honoring it as something very sacred, very real, maybe the only reality there is. And well, I think we can rest there and just let it play out, let it be. Even let the character be, however it seems to be programmed to do and say, feel, progress, evolve. So to honor that is to honor all. And this can explain how everything is moving and playing out in a very honorable, dignified manner, no matter what the mind is criticizing it as, or wanting it to be different, or wanting to be God itself, to try and change things, or demand that it be a certain way, or, you know, try to control it all, and then it definitely wears us out, because it's going to be what it's supposed to be, no matter what the mind thinks, or wants, or desires, or demands, or, you know, screams that it's just not right, and it's all wrong, and shouldn't be that way. And then a lot of things could sit in. But there again, everything is programmed. It's all in its own right to be what it is. So all these seeming horrible things going on this planet, in this existence right now, and especially the ones that seem to be in control of it all and making decisions and causing this seeming distress and agony and You know who I mean. So to see all of this is everyone's just playing a role, and they're playing it perfectly. And to honor, it doesn't mean you have to do what they say or be obedient to them or bow down to them in any way. You just honor the role that they're playing and know that that's not really who they are. That who they really are is who I really am, who you really are. And it's an honor to be a part of this, to have a front row seat, to watch it all, and have the illusion that we ourselves are experiencing it, which we're not. And we're just watching, like we watch a movie, and we do get involved in the movie we're watching, and we gasp, and we cry, and we laugh, and applaud, and shake our fists, and, stomp our feet. So, I think it's time that we have a lot of help in realizing who we really are and to honor everything that's going on here as we honor the Creator that designed it all. And we all had a hand in this. We all agreed to watch it, to be here, seemingly. So, honor. May we step back, get quiet, and honor ourselves. Because to honor that is to honor everything. And if we dishonor ourselves, then we're dishonoring everything else and everyone else. So something interesting that I heard the other day that struck home was, possibly we've all been reincarnated many, many times. We played all kinds of roles in many other lifetimes. And we've probably done the same things that the ones are doing now that we criticize and condemn and feel is wrongdoers. Well, we've been there. Probably. We've been the killers. We've been the murderers. We've been the thieves and the liars. Extremely so. Not just here and there or a little bit. We probably had a lifetime or a few where we were the villain. And a lot of us have come in back into a lifetime where we're the victims. Of the villains. Just to balance out the karma. Just to even all of it out. That, okay, I was the murderer, and now I'm the murdered. Okay, I was the warmonger then, and now I'm the victim of war in this lifetime or in a different lifetime. And that eases the frustration and um, the horribleness of what's going on. It's just evening out, it's balancing out. And if all of this, when the body dies, it vanishes, how could it possibly be real or really matter? It's all been just this amazing, miraculous, mysterious movie show that seems to go on. We're watching this one thing that it's just a story that goes on and on. We have 6 seasons of it, and we just started it, and we're going, wow, that is just an ongoing story that will just go on and develop, and who knows what's going to happen. But that's what this is. It's just so ongoing until the 6th season ends. And who knows if that will end. Maybe by the time we get to the 6th season, there'll be a 7, right? But it's like that. So, there's a way out, folks. There's a way out of the unpeaceful, agitating trap of shaking our fist at God or whoever designed this, to honor it. To honor it. Jesus came with a role to play. And just because his role was magnificent and the Messiah and the Savior might not be so different than the one that portrayed him. That was part of the play. It was part of the role playing. So it's all the same. It's all the same honorable reality playing a game. It's a riddle. We're here to figure it out. We forgot it so we could remember it in a more conscious manner. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, a child taking the toy away and it's screaming and kicking and wanting it back, but it's put up in the attic, and then years later, when it's kind of forgotten about it, and maybe grown out of it, it discovers it again. It's like, I was up in the attic all along. All I had to do was go up there and find it. It was there. And okay, now I kind of can have compassion over that child that was screaming for it. But here it is. And it's not such a big deal. It just is. And I cherish it. And I still love it. And I honor the whole process of losing it or it being taken away and then forgetting about it and then rediscovering it. So that's it. It'll soon be 4th of July. We'll be celebrating the 250 years of America. And I really honor this of being born here and living in Hawaii, where I feel is the most paradisical place on the planet, including that it is in America. It is a state of America, and that even, just makes it feel more like a safety place. I don't know. A lot could happen here as well as anywhere else. But it feels like a temporary home. And I certainly honor the, indigenous people that are still here, the Hawaiians, and what they stand for, and the aloha that is love. And I just feel so blessed, so blessed. So feel blessed where you are, honor where you are, honor who you really are, and go from there. Everything else will fall into place. I love and honor all of you, whether you hear this or not. The honor stretches all throughout the planet to every living thing, and everything is alive. And give it that dignified honor of what it really is. Aloha.